I know you like what you've seen so far. From engineering, to nursing, to business, to internships across the world, Southern University will help you reach your potential. My school offers a great education, encourages community service, and yes, it lets you have fun too. Call or visit our campus to discover all the great opportunities at Southern University.
How they responded after Saturday night?
I was. We had a chance to have a little Q&A. We talked about it. Didn't necessarily practice like we would have. I just thought it was time for mental work, and they came out. I challenged them a little bit, and they showed basketball character, and they came out and responded. And I think they responded to a team that challenged us as well. You know, they didn't lay down. They didn't give us anything. We had to fight to the end. And so I think that we showed some character with this basketball team and how capable it can be.
They made a big push at the start of the second half. Y'all could hardly slow them down. Were they just that hot, or did y'all have breakdowns defensively?
No, they did. They made some good offensive plays. They went with Rollins at the 4-22. They isolated Calvin, who is not great on the perimeter. The kid can shoot the basketball. He also can drive it. And it took us a little while to get that rhythm. I didn't want to go to the bench early because I thought that if we could sustain it, we can make them come down and pay with Javon and Calvin in the game. But ultimately, you know, we got some fouls and we had to change it, and it worked out pretty good for us where we went small as well, and we still was able to capitalize in the end.
What happened to Damian?
When he went for the loose ball, he received a blow to the head, and he was kind of dizzy. So we don't know what grain of concussion it is, but he could not return.
That's why you went to Bryce?
Yeah, well, we went to Bryce because we needed another guy. I did not want to, you know, in the rotation, I had Malcolm there first and brought Trey Lynch in, and I felt like that we had to get Malcolm back on the wing and brought Bryce in at the 4 because he was in the next rotation.
And Malcolm responded down the stretch?
Malcolm responded well. I wanted to move him around because we do more for him at the 3. And I thought it was huge. We called a little ISO for him in the post, and he missed the first one, but got the tip in. I thought they gave him a lot of more confidence, and he got the rolling from there.
Just about as good as a game as he's played all year, not just the 27 points, but you feel like he took, you know, smart shots, didn't really force anything tonight?
I really did. You know, we've been talking about him becoming a complete player. I think this year has made his overall game get better. Last year he scored a lot, but he's playing defense much better. He's showing us a lot of leadership right now. And you see him kind of revolving into the player that we thought he would be in the preseason, early in the season. And now I think he's just really finding his niche, really taking ownership of this team. We're going to need him to be consistent every night. You know, if he's not making, he's still going to be a target out there that people have to chase and allow other people to get open. So he's important to our program.
You guys are usually around that 65-point range, I believe, 83 tonight. Was it a little bit change of pace, or, you know, what was the difference out there tonight?
Well, they make you play a little faster. And I felt like that we had to attack a little earlier. I didn't want to be back on our knees, pass the ball around, and then get in a set play. I want those guys to play. I told them early on, if, you know, turnovers may be a little high, we're doing that anyway. Attack them. If you see you can get to the rim and open court, let's do that. And I think that, you know, that kind of loosens us up a little bit more as well, because they're going to study come at you. They're not a team that retreats back. They're a team that come at you. So I think in return we had to come back at them.
And Calvin bounced back after a rough night the other night.
He did. You know, he's a guy that I'm constantly on. You know, in the beginning of the half, you know, I had to pull him to the side a little bit because I just think that he's also by example for this team. And I thought that he could have been, well, early on, he could have been doing what he did later. And so in the second half, he got off to a rough start. I understand the matchup, kind of out of whack, but he had to respond to that for us, and I want him to take ownership of that. And so after pulling to the side, you know, a couple more possessions down the line, he got it going.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
All right.
You're always there for your team, and as a fan, you want your voice to be heard. The NCAA 6 Fan Sweepstakes is your chance to do just that. Get in the game at ncaa.com/6fan and lead your school to victory. Huddle up with fellow fans and spread the word, because the fan base with the most votes will be crowned champion on Selection Sunday as the NCAA 6th Fan. Go to ncaa.com/6fan and vote now, because your team can't win without its 6th fan.